Okay, so you just got your new Xbox or your new PlayStation, or you just built or bought a new PC. You've got your camera, you've got everything set up in Streamlabs or OBS, and you're ready to start streaming. But what do you play? Hi, I'm Ambro, and in this video, we're going to go over what games should you play as a new game streamer. As always, if you like the video and you want to support the channel, hit that like button. But for now, let's get to it. I think that this is a really hard topic, actually, for a bunch of new streamers. I know that there are a handful of people that come in and like, I just want to stream Warzone, or I just want to stream my favorite game right now. And for a lot of people, that's okay, and it can get broken down into something as simple as that. But then there's the percentage of us that don't want to be hamstrung to a single game. And this kind of gets to the first point of the video is, do you want to be a variety streamer, or do you want to be a single game streamer? And there are pros and cons to each one. So when you are a single game streamer and you play something like Call of Duty Warzone, or perhaps you play something like Dota or League of Legends, the good thing about that is that as this will be the only game that you play, basically all the followers and viewers you get, they know exactly what to expect every time they come back to your stream. And you're going to build up a very loyal following that way. And they're going to stick with you. Now, the downside to single game streaming is that if you do get tired of the one game that you've been playing and you decide to try something else, it's very possible that the community that you've built up will jump ship. Now, I'm not saying it's guaranteed that they will, but this is the general consensus behind single game streamers. Now, personally, for me, I'm variety. I didn't want to be stuck to a single game, but the problem with variety comes in trying to build up that community because you're constantly changing games. I play a different game every stream. Now, I have set days for my channel. Like, for example, on Thursdays, it's a community game night where we play a party game like Pummel Party or something like that. And on Saturdays, I stick exclusively to shooters because I'm good at them and I like them. And then on Mondays, I'm sticking to single-player focused games. Now, there is that level of consistency, but it's still hard to build up that viewership and that community because you are constantly changing games. And just because someone watched you play one game, it doesn't mean they're going to watch you play another. Now, yes, ultimately, the person should be watching to come for you and engage with you as the streamer, but I'd be lying if I said that people didn't come just to watch some people play certain games. People will watch the big streamers like Dr. Disrespect play Warzone or watch Hiko play Valorant. That's just the way it is. And I will continue to stress that, especially as a streamer early on, make sure that you emphasize that people are coming to watch you, they're coming to engage with you. That is one of the three main reasons that someone's going to come watch you. Because you're good at a game, because you're knowledgeable about a game or a topic, or because they like you and they want to talk to you and engage with you. I think that when it comes down to choosing the game that you want to play, you can narrow it down to a few things. You can play the game that you want to play, regardless of how good you are. I think that's a pretty good way to go about it, and that's kind of what I've been doing. I think that's a pretty good way to go about it because you will always constantly be happy in your streams, and I think that it's important that you're happy in your own channel and in your own stream. When you're happy, we can see it in your face, we can hear it in your voice. So play the games that you want to play and build the community through networking and through creating content on other platforms and draw them in and make sure that they're coming for you and maybe not necessarily the game that you're playing. And then you're free to play whatever you want. Another good one to go for is to play a game that you're good at. Now, odds are if you're good at a game, you probably like it too, but that's another big reason that people will come watch you play, simply because you're good at a game. People will watch Wardell or Hiko or Shroud simply because they're amazing at shooters, right? That is absolutely another way to build up a viewer base. I'm not saying that you can just be good at a game and people are going to come flock to your stream. If people come to your stream and they're sitting in chat for 5 minutes and you haven't said anything to them, they might not stay. But I also don't represent every single viewer out there in the streaming world. Another really interesting one that I see a lot of people do is play what the viewers recommend. Now, this is typically something that you can do when you do have a little bit more of a following, but I think it's an interesting way to actually gauge the type of games that your viewers like to watch. You can put out polls on Twitter, you can put out polls on the stream itself, and then maybe it'll jog your own brain to come up with a game similar to it that you could start playing, and then perhaps it'll continue to draw in more and more people. I think when it comes to choosing the games that you want to play on your channel and your stream, it does come down to a little bit of experimentation. Variety certainly has more of that experimentation factor than someone who's perhaps a single game streamer. And there's validity to doing both. I'm not saying that one is more right than the other. I think they both can coexist. If you are interested in pure metrics and numbers and really don't care about what game that you're playing, you can go to a website which is called Sullynome. And basically what this site can show is the games that are being the most streamed, that are being the most watched, but also a ratio of viewers to the channels that are also streaming them, so you can see which games actually average the highest amount of viewers. Again, this is no guarantee that you're going to just all of a sudden get a massive following by playing a game with the highest average viewer ratio. Absolutely not. You still need to focus on building up your community through networking and creating side content. But this is something to consider, and it's something that I've discovered recently, and I'm interested to see. I think it'd be really interested if anyone out there who's interested in checking out this site and doing it, reply down in the comments your findings on it, because I think that this could have a profound effect on up-and-coming streamers, is actually having data. One of the biggest problems with growing as a content creator is the fact that there's no single path to succeed at in it, and there's a big lack of metrics and data in the field. It's also just due to the instability of how it is to grow as a streamer. One day you'll have 5 viewers, the next day you'll have 15, and then you'll go down to 7. It's just not consistent enough. Consistency is also a really important thing, because if you just stream Call of Duty one time, 1 week, take a 2-week break, and then come back, you can't expect everyone to come back, at least not without proper communication through your social media platforms. I would say at the end of the day, communication with your community is key. If you are a single game streamer and you are getting bored, just talk to your community and tell them that you're getting bored of the game, or you're getting burnt out of the game and you would like to try something else out. Again, with no metrics to back that up, but I'm sure that there is a certain percentage of the viewers that would leave. But then I'm also willing to bet that there's a handful of them that are going to stay and support that streamer because they like the person, they like who he is, they like interacting with him, and they like interacting with the community. And that is why I stress so much that one of the key pillars that people come to watch you is for you. They come to watch you, they come to engage with you, and come to engage with your community. I think that that is the most important thing when you are starting to grow as a streamer or a content creator. Keep that in mind. You will absolutely see successes on both sides. You will see people who succeed very well as a single game streamer and it works for them, and you're going to see people who succeed as variety and it works for them. Again, don't think that there's one right way to do it. I honestly think that you should do what feels right to you. Trust your gut and trust your feelings, and make sure that whichever choice that you make, you're happy. Like I said earlier, is that when you are happy in your streams, we can see it in your face, we can hear it in your voice. And it overall gives the stream just a better positive vibe when you are happy doing whatever it is that you want to be doing. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging around, and I hope you found it helpful. If you liked the video or you found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to support the channel further and want to see more content like this, please subscribe. I am a variety streamer on Twitch, and I would love to hang out with you and have a chat with you. I'll leave my link down below. Also, check out my TikTok and some other socials. I'll catch you next time.